there, welcome to the Movie Review Mom YouTube channel. I'm the mom and I do the movie reviews, and my goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so that you can decide whether or not you want to spend time or money watching a particular film. So today, the movie I'm reviewing is called Babes. This raunchy comedy is now playing in theaters and on Fandango at home, as well as on Amazon Prime Video. The movie rating is R, and it is well deserved in so many ways. The movie is 1 hour and 44 minutes long, and my overall movie review mom grade is probably a C, maybe a C minus. So I'm going to give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked, things I didn't like, tips for parents, themes worth talking about, funny lines, interesting lines, and we'll finish up with recommendations for other films that are sort of similar that you might also really like if you like this one. But first, today's featured product is one that's shown in the movie. It's in honor of the theme of one of the women's baby birth moments. Like she picks a theme and she decides it's going to be from birth. And so anyway, this is an affiliate link. You can click on it and purchase it if you'd like. And then Amazon sends me a few pretty pennies for letting you know about this product. I never thought about having a theme for my baby's birth. I mean, having a birth was theme enough, right? But anyway, that kind of gives you a clue on to the quirky personalities of these two leading ladies. The story is about two best friends who navigate pregnancy and childbirth as it changes their relationship. The film was directed by Pamela Adlon in her directorial debut. Writing credits go to Lana Glazer, who also stars in the movie, Josh Rabinowitz, who also co-produced it with Susie Fox, Ashley Fox, and Brianne Pajunas. Already, the film has been nominated for awards by 2 film festivals. So, quick tips for parents. This movie is absolutely not appropriate for kids and for adults who are sensitive to some of the raunch and trash that's in this film, which is me. There's no subject that is taboo in this movie. Tons of super crude language and people. We see a fully nude pregnant woman. She tries to cover her various body parts with her hands. We see 2 women take psychedelic shrooms and go on a psychedelic trip. An unmarried couple has a one-night stand. Now, we don't see any action. We just know that it happens. A woman tells a 3-year-old boy to watch a rated R movie with her. The movie is The Omen, which is a terribly scary movie for kids and incredibly inappropriate. And so he ends up writing 666 in red all over the walls of his bedroom. Anyway, when a doctor asks a pregnant woman if she wants to know the gender of her baby, she explains she doesn't want to put a binary name on it. There's lots of alcohol and lots of talk of intimate relationships, if you know what I mean. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well are female friendship, motherhood, searching for happiness, abortion, choices, and mental health, in addition to setting boundaries, connection, and the expanded definition of family. So despite my low grade, and that's mostly for outrageous content, I thought that the movie had some good things. Here's the list of things that I liked. First of all, Michelle Buteau and Lana Glazer have fantastic chemistry together and are believable as besties since childhood. They've got perfect comedic timing and are hilarious together. Lana Glazer really was pregnant while writing and filming this movie. She drew inspiration from her own experience with pregnancy and motherhood, and it shows. I got a kick out of her physical humor as she played this spunky, energetic yoga instructor who gets knocked up after a one-night stand. There are a lot of funny moments that are often simultaneously cringe moments, and I know that because of that, some audiences will absolutely love that. All of the secondary characters did a really great job too, and include John Carroll Lynch, Oliver Platt, Sandra Bernhard. I hadn't seen any of them in anything in many years, so it was good to see them. Anyway, other supporting characters are Hassan Minhaj and Stephen James. And I thought he was so handsome. I'm excited to see him in future movies. I love it when New York City is one of the characters in a movie. New Yorkers are very different kind of people from the ones that I'm used to. There is a raw honesty about this movie and about motherhood. Hopefully, men who watch this film will be able to better appreciate the women in their lives. How lucky are those who have best friends like the couple in this movie who are so fiercely loyal to one another? Now, on to the list of things that I didn't like or just thought could have been done differently or better. For example, I've said this already, but the film is extremely raunchy, disrespectful, and profane. It's not my cup of tea, but I can absolutely see why some audiences will think it's hilarious and even smart. It reminded me that there actually are people out there who live their lives and speak like this in real life, which is shocking because that's not my circle. And so it's just sort of eye-opening. Not that I haven't seen movies like this before, but anyway, the content about bodily fluids and exhaustion, the women being exhausted is repeated over and over and over and over again. Now it's true when you're pregnant and raising young ones, but I was hoping they were going to cover some new material. One of the things that made me really sad about the movie is the focus on the negative side of parenting and motherhood in particular. Yes, being pregnant and raising kids is messy and exhausting, but it's also one of the most rewarding things a woman will ever do in her life if she is so lucky to get pregnant and have children and raise them and all of that. And for me, I think that it is a sacred honor to be a mother. And so for them to just crap all over motherhood was really sad to me, that I know some people think that. The ending of the movie is predictable, and yet it still made me just a little teary-eyed. So whenever I watch movies, I take notes, of course, and I write down funny lines and interesting lines just so I can share them with you so you can get a taste for the dialogue. So you can also find them written on my moviereviewmom.com post on that website. So I just wrote down a couple of funny lines. I'll share them with you right now. So Dawn is played by Michelle Buteau, and she says, "Don't be a jelly bean." And I had never heard that before. I just thought that was so random. And these two girlfriends sort of have their own language. They say just crazy, weird things like that. Now, there's this doctor who's played by John Carroll Lynch, who's just awesome. He's ridiculously terrible, and that's what makes him awesome. But he's also kind-hearted. And so he's explaining these tests, for the Black woman. He's talking about doing sickle cell anemia testing. For the Jewish mother, he's talking about doing other tests, and they're like, that is so racist. And he said, genetic tests aren't necessarily racist, which is kind of true. And then an interesting line was also spoken by Michelle Buteau's character. And she says, this is all about your choice and what's good for you. She's talking about abortion when her friend gets knocked up. And that just was sort of a gut punch because the movie is definitely pro-abortion, and all of the people in the movie definitely are coming from a very liberal mindset. There was not even a talk about, is abortion good or bad? It was just, you do what's best for you. And that is definitely a common feeling in the world today, definitely in America, that who cares that you're killing a human life, that, if it's convenient for you, get an abortion, no biggie, kind of a thing. And so I was like, oh, yikes. Because I feel very pro-life when it comes to abortion. But I won't get all political. All right, back to the movie. As I watch movies, I instantly think of other films that I want to recommend. And so the first one, these are all sisterhood type of movies, girl, gal, pal, friendship movies. The first one is called The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And so I mentioned that one because these girls have been friends for decades in this movie. And in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, we see a timeline. We go back in time and see the young girls, and then we move forward in time and see the older girls and how their friendships have evolved. And evolving friendships is one of the themes of this film. Another one I thought of is called Miss You Already. And it is a very sweet, touching movie as one of the best friends is dying and they relive some things and have to deal with their evolving friendship. And then another one is Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. They were besties in high school, and now they're grown up and they have to navigate their lives and their friendship as that evolves as well. All right, so hopefully that review gave you a heads up on the content, especially if my reviews are helpful. Give them a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below. You know the drill. And by the way, those 3 movies have Amazon links in the description below. So if you click on them and rent or purchase one of those films, Amazon throw some little pennies at me to thank me for telling you about them. So have a fantastic day. And when you get a minute, go say hi on Facebook or Instagram, where you can find me there. Really, actually, I'm all over all the social media platforms. Anyway, I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.